Animal Crossing. Let me show you guys what my island looks like right now. I have successfully cleaned off all my beaches, fully unlocked my house, harvested a bunch of wood. That's about it. I had a very busy week, so I didn't get a lot more done, but that's okay. Because this is a seaplane. Ha 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 ha. I've wanted to say that for everything for so long. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's okay. And then like long pause and my friends are like, don't. And I'm like, because it's a seaplane. Yeah, so it's spring now. We got out of winter. All my flowers are here, waiting on the beach, not growing, because I don't want them to get out of control. I don't have to take care of them every day. So they're just vibing. Pick up that seashell. I already did my dailies on here. Daisy May was here. Might still be here. I bought a bunch of turnips. I wish I had more money to buy more turnips because that's how all other forms of grinding in this game are honestly just a big waste of time. Just get turnips and turn a profit and then you're done. You don't have to do any of the other stuff. But yeah, so I've got, you know, I shook all these trees. They're not all naked. A bunch of them are cherries. I haven't really done anything with any other part of the island. It's just been, you know, but it's green now, so, and I haven't actually looked all over it since it became spring, so I feel like I should take a quick run around. Oh yeah, the flowers are pretty. Yay. Anything up here? I accidentally smashed a rock today. Yeah, so the reason I'm on the game right now is because I found the Happy Island Designer website, and I have to place those 3 houses. I have to place those 3 houses, and I need to know where they're going to go because I don't want to spend a billion bells moving stuff around so that I can get everything down that I want to. So I needed to check the map. That was not what I wanted to press. There we go. I needed to check the map. This is not going to go well. There we go. To make sure I was picking the right one on the island designer because it didn't look right. And, well, now I'm playing. It's fine. I didn't want the flowers. It's fine. Na 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 na. Once I get the houses down, I'm going to start villager hunting, which I know is what most people like. So I'll make sure I will not skip any of that stuff. You will see every villager I see. I am on a quest for boots, of course. Molly the duck. I planted all of these. I don't know what other ones I want. I just want boots because he's my guy. These are all fruit trees, so I'll make big bank on all these fruit trees. And I planted the singular obligatory coconut tree. I don't know who else I want, really. I don't have a big wish list of, I probably don't want any of the grumpy ones. Because they're usually uggers. Yeah, this was all items all over the beach, and now it's all gone. I put it all away. It looks clean and nice. This is Deirdre, and this is Booney, my least favorite. He's growing on me, and I want to get him out of here before I like him too much to let him leave. Oh. Okay. Oh, he's giving me a reaction. Okay. I can now be stressed. Thanks so much, Booney, for giving me stress. Good job. Good job, brother. You're doing great. Yeah, this is Deirdre's house. That song is stuck in my head now. Okay. Okay. I wanted to look at the map. Stop moving. Stare at the map. Okay. That is not this one, so I gotta go back. Okay, I'm gonna switch screens. I'm gonna not do it wrong. It's gonna be this way. Haha, victory is mine. Okay. So this is it. And I definitely have this kind. And which one? It's got like a squiggly. The first time I did this, I found it immediately. And now it's like it doesn't exist anymore. Like it's punishing me for changing my mind. I think, yeah, it's totally this one right here. For sure. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. I picked a wrong one. This is definitely the right one. Which again, yes, they just don't have a city hall on it for some reason. That's fine. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna just I'm gonna just hang out here. So I've got this map maker that is called this. It's the Happy Island Designer. I'm sure you're all very familiar with it. I was informed about it yesterday. And I'm trying to figure out what it is I want to do with my island because I have big plans to build like on my previous island, I started building parts of popular like tourist spots from Japan from when I was there that I want to like, because I think that that's cool. That's why I restarted. I really want to build like a better that. So I need to figure out where I'm going to put stuff. This is the stuff that's already down. I have those 3 houses to put down still, and I don't know where I want them to go. Do they have villager houses? What do they got? What do they got? Whoa, flowers for days. Trees, bridges, those stuff. Flooring and paint. And this is just save or start over. Okay. None of these are like the exact width of a villager house, I guess. I guess it would be this little house symbol. This guy. And I have 2 villagers right now. They're approximately way over here because I didn't want them to be in my way. And I had to pick a spot for them immediately. So they're like here and here. And that's it. And I got my nooks and I got my villager stuff. And my house is on the beach to also keep it out of the way. I'm not going to worry too much about talking. I'm probably just going to fast forward through this and you guys can see me muck about. And hopefully it's not too torturous. Wah, wah, wah. Well, that was fun. I don't know if it's gonna stay like this. I clearly don't have enough ideas to fill in all of this, and I kind of want it to be everything. If I remember correctly, I needed about 3 squares of space because this stuff's gonna be. These are the regular stores, but they also go up, and they like obscure most of what's behind them. So you gotta have at least 3 squares of road in order to get 2 squares of road. If I remember correctly, this could all be horrifically wrong. Who knows? But I've got all the. That original designer was mostly a waste of time, as you can see. But I think that since I don't have the thingy, the designer unlocked in the game, and I can't make this beautiful. This is where I'll get all my fish with the various levels of pools, and then the garden. All the gardening will go in this back corner, and my rainbow garden here, which I need to have, or I will not be able to breathe. It must be real again. And I already have all the flowers because I took 3 of everything from my last island, so I just have to make it and put them there. This will probably be elevated as well. And these guys might be a little more further apart in that area. But these guys have like beach houses, and then these ones will be like garden people, and this one is the one who works on the like vegetables. So flowers, vegetables. This is not what they actually do. This is just my canon. These guys live in the city, right? This is like a dirt path. I've got some weird shapes because sometimes you encounter random, I think not, well, where I stayed in Tokyo, there was like random gardens and random little parks everywhere. So the weird shapes will probably become that. Right now, I've got the Sega Towers, not the Gigo Towers, the Sega Towers, and Cocoa Curry, a maid cafe, probably the at-home cafe, but it might be Maid Dreamin'. It depends on what I can find because I can't design that stuff myself. I have to Google through and download stuff. The JR Rail, very important. What is a K-Books? I'll probably put a book off somewhere also. The Family Mart. When you first come in, there's going to be a Family Mart. I previously made an Animate, but it was kind of so I might change it to Mandarake or Mandrake, depending on how you want to say it. Which is another big red building, so I would have to go over here somewhere. But anyway, them's the deets. I guess I should care about this back beach, so I might move them some forward a bit and make like a path to get there. On my last island, I just used a ladder to go down. I did not care about red at all. It was like whatever's going on back there is between red and the sea, irrelevant. I do not care about campers, so it is on the beach to stay out of my face. I like these bridges. I only have these stone ones up because it wouldn't let me on the other designer. I have like a massive amount of beach on this particular build. Like this map is showing it curving like this, but I'm pretty sure it like goes all the way out. So I should consider what it is I want to put on the beach. Like I could make a whole resort on the beach, but I really want to focus on this part first. So I have to put down 3 houses. I have to go look for things. I don't have access to the construction yet. So I'm going to probably place this house, and maybe this house if it's not in a river. And that'll be my first 3. The most dangerous because I'm going to have to build around them. But as long as this one is in line with Nooks, then I can just change where the roads go to make it fit. So we have a plan. I'm going to go build those houses now. Okay. I am putting some stuff down. Yes, the date's way later. I've had some things. So what we want is this map to look like this map. And currently I've got the 3 houses. So we're going to want to do the ones that are inside the square And I think the higher up one is in the middle of a river. It might be in a river, but also I've got to move I've got to move the museum. It's so close. So yeah, we'll do the first two. And yeah, the first two houses enables, and then maybe I can place the one on the top left or one of the ones in the back just to get it out of my pocket. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. So I'm just using these. I don't really need to do this. I'm kind of in the middle of too many things right now. What time is it? Is the store closed? It's about to close. I have shaken all the fruit trees. And with the intention, my house is fully paid off. I just have one more upgrade. I shook all the trees with the intention of selling all the fruit, but I've got 5 minutes left to do that. So I didn't buy any turnips today, so I can do time traveling to get all this work done. Because I feel like, and it would be smart of me to actually check, that I need to finish putting down these houses before it'll give me island designer. I feel like Isabel has to be here before I'm allowed to do that. So I could be wrong. I wouldn't know. Dang it. And checking is beneath me. I shall not check. I played through this game one time when it first came out, and then I just obsessively changed things for 700 hours. I don't need to know how it works. Poppycock. So I was just using these to keep track of it. I could just do the 1, 2, 3 like I normally do, but this is a little too complicated. And I don't want to have to move everything around again. So I kind of like this tree here, but it's not on the map because it's in the middle of a street, so it's gotta go. I was also thinking that I needed to put off cutting down, half my trees until I had all the resources I needed for stuff, but I've been farming wood, since then. So I should be fine. All right. Oh, yeah, I popped these guys. Okay. So we've got, here's the store. I'm just using the store as an anchor for where everything goes. So if it's all off, oh well. At least it's as far off, as long as it fits. I have a little bit of leeway around the edges. So it is, let's zoom in with the zoom button. I have to click on the correct screen. That would help. Good job, me. There we go. So it's 2 over and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 3 over, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and then it's right there. So 3 up. And I made it from the back corner of this door, so it would be from here. So it's 1, 2, 3. This is 4. That's too far. Get out of here. We're gonna make these correctly. Oh my god. Okay. That should be it. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, and it goes right there. Okay. All right. In my pockets. In my pockets. House, house, house. Tailors. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that's what I wanted. Oh, perfect. I just guessed where to stand, and I got it exactly right. And is it the right 1, 2, 3? I think that's 4. 5 squares across. No. Yes. Let me imagine it. Let me make sure that it's not secretly a square forward. Okay, good. And then that would just be the 4 squares in front of it. I feel like it needs to be... No! Shit! Well, okay, that's fine. I think it is a square too far back because I feel like it's gonna look like it's a whole... No, I could put a sidewalk in front of it. It's fine. We're fine. We're good. We're good. Okay, I don't need this anymore. Get this out of here. I don't have the patterns for the roads that I want because I need to download them, and I don't think I can do that until after this is up. So, I'm stuck here doing this right now. Okay, so we got that up. And now I need to get this first house down. How do I measure this? Probably, I mean, if I assume that the airport's actually in the right spot, it's okay if it's a little off. I can just build a park. Oh, the one that's above it. This one's probably easier unless it's in a river. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay. So that one's just up from here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can totally put that house out. So, is that a spider? No. Yes? No? No? Yes? Oh, I'm so paranoid. Okay. Right from this corner, I'm going to do the real measurements and not me walking. Just right on the ground right there. I've been catching up on Fantasy High, and it's so good. But it's so, like... You ever like something so much that enjoying it makes you feel sick? Like, I don't like many... Okay, I like many things, but I don't like very many things passionately. And honestly, I'm way behind on Fantasy High. I have many, many episodes to watch. It's I would say an actual play D&D show by Dimension 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. And yeah, I started watching it when it was on YouTube, and now it's a whole thing. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, the new season is amazing. So far I think I'm episode 4 or 5. And it's just like all my favorite people just hanging out, and I can't handle that. Emotionally, I'm not there. I just can't. I just cannot. So, it's amazing. I love it. If you haven't watched it and you like that kind of thing, definitely do. It's very dissimilar to Critical Role because everyone in Critical Role is a professional voice actor, and they're great. I do love them. But these guys are all comedians. Like, full-time, I guess. That's way more than 6 squares. What drugs am I on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what this square is for. 7, 8, 9, and then 2 over. That's crazy. This is just the edge of the giant red square that goes around a house. I need 9 of these. Hopefully I can fit. I just need 3 more. And I need a fruit. I need to eat a fruit. So I have to pick up this tree. I refuse to throw it in the trash. I have all their, like, I have a bunch of their merch and stuff, and it's... Yup. Very different kind of game. Here we go. Hiya! I feel like I need to get rid of some of these other trees, too. I'm gonna eat a couple more fruits. Nom 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 cherries. I do love cherries. Up. And I won't need to take down that one. I might need to take down this one. What? I have stuff in my... There. Get out of here. So you would watch this show. If you watch this show, you're going to be like, yes, Fig is the best character. And Fig is great, but Riz is the best character. I'm just saying. Angry, asexual, paranoid gnome friend, goblin friend. Perfect. Perfection. Love him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more. Speaks to me on a perfectionist overachiever level that I didn't know existed. He doesn't decide who lives in these homes. Let me see if I got that right. I feel like no, that's... Wait. I think it needs to be forward 1. I feel like it lives inside that box. Oh my goodness, I can't tell. I need to rethink. I mean, it does look like... I think that's fine, but I think it might also need to be 1 square forward. Just gonna go down 1 square. And try here. Oh my god, this is so stressful. Pocket. There we go. You ever just like play a game all the time and fully forget? Yeah, so that square is the house, right? Yeah. And it doesn't get bigger. That's fine. Let me imagine it. Let me think thoughts. There's no I think I have to put a color underneath it before I put it down, or I can't. But this is just green space on the map, so this one's easy. The other one's on the road. I feel like if I just put a square tile down and I replace that later with the type of road that goes in front of the house, it should just replace it. But this one doesn't have any road in front of the house anyway. This one's going to have like a park. So I'm going to just put this one down without using this. Go away. Pockets. You know, every single time, I'm pretty decent at Mario Kart. And every time I go to play, I'm going to say I usually win. I say I usually win. In my, like, we play Mario Kart a lot in my friend group, and I win frequently. Except against Paige. Paige kicks my butt. But everybody else, it's like Paige, then me, and then it's a mashup of everybody else. And the first thing I do when I start to play Mario Kart, and they absolutely hate it, is I look down at my hands and I go, so which ones go again? And I wish I was joking, but I'm not. I legitimately forget. Oh, my phone is ringing. What you want? Yeah, that's me. It's going. Yep, it's been, okay. Oh, right, I need to put stuff outside this stupid part. Yep. I have to put random furniture lying around in order for that to work. Okay. So that's number 1. I don't think he's going to put anybody in it until after I do the spots. Okay. I don't have any other buildings, and I don't want to look at this. I don't want to stare at this all the time, so I'm going to just get rid of it. Be gone, demon! Go away! I shall throw the beans. Yeah! Eh. I feel like I should actually organize my wedding to Orville, although I don't know if I can get him to attend. I think you can bring him into the photo hut. Yeah. In the spring, I said, and it's the spring. So, in theory, I have an obligation to my true love. Catch that orange bug. To have that wedding in the spring. I should start planning it. I can't have it here. We have to have it at Harv's. So, pot this guy. Get out of here. Or just miss completely. That's also fine. Choo-choo. Like, I could pocket all these trees and try to rehome them, but I really don't want to. Put bug stumps somewhere else. Get out of here. Okay. These are gonna have to go. And I've always not wanted them here, but I had to plant seeds at the beginning of the game so that I would know how planting works. Or Tom Nook would hold my whole life hostage. Jerk. I just had a great idea, but it's gonna use up my shovel, so I'm considering it maybe not a great idea. You know what's faster than using the interface designer? digging holes. That's one square. That's a whole square. They're really easy to clean up too. Okay, I'm gonna dig a lot of them because I have to go really far to get to the place the next house should go. But yeah, this is way faster. Way faster. All right, let's do this. Got our roof marking. Excellent, perfection, wonderful. I'm gonna keep putting it here. It's like whatever I replace it with becomes the ground, and I just know that I can't put it under the edge of the house. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of it right here on the ground. Right here on the ground. I think in order for it to not look weird, I also have to put pavement underneath it because I don't have the designer yet. Hopefully this will work and not blow up in my face. All right, put that shovel away. Let's plop down house number 2. Open this package. I got all these boxes from stuff. Ooh, money. I love that. Yes, yes, yes. I'm too rich. I'm too rich. No problem. Okay. House, 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 house. Build here. Nope. I missed. Get out of here. This is probably the first time I've done any recordings while not actively doing laundry. So, be proud of me. That's what I want. Yeah, yes. Let me imagine it. I think I wanted to... I'm going to put it a square back, even if that just means I have to do something weird. I think it's too close. And also, it needs to go a square over and a square back. I'm going to put it there. No! Stop doing that. Go back in here. There we go. Build here. Yes. Let me imagine it. Let me imagine it. Okay. Hopefully, I'm not wrong. Bada 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 bow! Plot number 2. Plot number 2. Hello, Tom. Please go away. Oh, you did you? Oh, yeah. It's just like, hey, have you never gone to the cliffs? You should go check out the flowers. I've been there. I done gone been, sir. You can call me after every single one of these. I don't want to hear from you. So it erased the... It's fine. It just erased it, so clearly that was a waste of time. I tried. House 1, house 2, ready to go. Get... Now the wonderful task of getting rid of all of these holes, because I don't need them for anything else. Actually, no. I'm not going to get rid of all the holes. They'll get rid of themselves by tomorrow. So it's fine. I guess the store must close at 10. I guess, because it's not sick. Okay, I have one more house. I need to get out of my pockets. And then I can sell all the shit in my pockets. So, jump. I feel like I'm preparing to hunt tarantulas with all these holes. I can't even jump them. Come on now. That is not the case. That is not the case. We went to Video Games Live yesterday, and it was awesome. They played... I think the one that we got the most excited about was Simple and Clean, for sure, a Kingdom Hearts theme. And they had... The guy who made it, I loved it. Straight up, I loved it. But the guy who's in charge of it is definitely an older gamer. Because there was just like... I think I got a good 95% of the jokes. But I am also 37, which is not... I don't know, it's not really the... Didn't feel like the demographic of the crowd. So there was a lot of like funny jokes that were just kind of... People were like... Okay. Like, do these kids even know what Contra is? Like, you're kind of... Alright. But it was amazing. It is, if for anyone who doesn't know, it is an orchestral concert of video game music. So it's live. Live orchestra playing, my goodness, arrangements of various video game themes, and it's very cool. It's in my city like every year. At least it feels like every year, and I never get to go because I'm always working too much. But this year I have the kind of job where I can just be like, I'm going out, and then do that. So I got to go for once, finally. Ooh, Shamrock Wand. That's nice. They did a Final Fantasy. They do one Final Fantasy song. And he was telling us how they did Final Fantasy VII the first time, because they've been here 3 times. They did Final Fantasy the first time, 7 the first time, and then they did Final Fantasy VIII, Liberale Fatale, and I was like, oh god, I would kill to hear Liberale Fatale live. And then he said, so we did 7, and we did 8, and I know what you guys are thinking, so now we're gonna do 10. And it was very great. It was great. It was fantastic. My friend's favorite Final Fantasy is 9, though, and I could just feel her little heart breaking into a million pieces. Like, they did 7, and then they did 8. What song from? No. Skipped 9. Fully skipped. Hang out with Deirdre right here. There was... Okay, there we go. Get on there. There was a small child sitting next to me who was definitely hoping for some Mario music or something. But the duder who runs it all opened with, you know, the way the world is today. And I'm like, here we go. But people, like, you know, people think that somehow video games are responsible for violence. And, okay, I was confused at what that was for a second. Yeah, so people think that video games are responsible for violence, although that doesn't really come up that often anymore. It used to be a big thing probably when he started doing this. So, and people were like, boo, this little kid, I swear he wasn't even old enough to read. His dad had to read the stuff that was on the screen for him, and he was like, no! Boo! So I think he's little buddy had definitely had a history with someone trying to tell him he shouldn't play video games because he was angry that anyone might possibly even hint that video games could cause violence. Yeah, buy my stuff. Thank you. Okay. So it was great. There was this tiny kid beside me, and in front of me, a couple of rows, there were these 2 total metalheads who were just like, if the music had like guitar, like rock guitar in it, they were full on headbanging at an orchestral concert where it's like the seats in this place are really small, like it's an old theater, and they're just like, yeah, with the like throwing up the horns and like, yeah. I'm like, you enjoy it. You enjoy it. I was digging it. The energy in that room was fantastic. Everybody was hype. Everybody was celebrating their nerdness. And it's just really nice. Because I find I don't have this in a nerd community because I was raised by people who actively took part in like this SCA, Society for Creative Anachronism, where we dressed up and like hung out in the woods. And everybody had 2 names, and we went to like sword practice and archery practice. But my dad was also like, he helped run local conventions, and also like for like sci-fi and fantasy, and just like being nerdy, in quotations I say with my voice, nerdy, isn't really a thing. It's just normal for me. There's no like, and I've never really experienced, except for this one girl who worked at Walmart, I've never really experienced anyone trying to make me feel bad about it. So it's always been like, oh yeah, you know, I'm sure people said things. Let's see if I can catch this. Oh, no, not too slow. Yeah, so it's never really been, I've never had any shame over liking whatever I feel like liking. And that could just be me being oblivious to the world around me. But if anyone, like, I'm sure people tried to diss it, but I was just so passionately into it that they couldn't, like, get through to me that it was supposed to be bad. You know? And I honestly, like, the depth of my passion kind of maybe frightened them a little bit. Like, you know, when someone goes, oh, do you really like that? And then they're like snickering. And then I'm like, immediately I'm like, you don't? Are you insane? Like, have you not watched it? And they're like, well, no. But I'm like, well, then you need to watch it. Here's the entire history of the thing. Here's the history of the thing and why it's important to people and all these people who actually like it. And also here's the music and and they're just so like overwhelmed with how like prepared I am. They can't make fun of me. They just can't, at least not in a place where I can hear them. Shifty Ice. So a lot of times when you're in nerdy spaces, there's a lot of everybody hates me because of the stuff I like vibes, feelings, a kind of a dark cloud, which I fully do not understand. Like, I witness it, but I don't get it. And being in this space with Video Games Live, where we're just like there, you know, listening to orchestra with video game music, it didn't feel that way. It was very positive, very like we all have this in common and we know there's no one here judging us or trying to make us feel bad. And it's also like a grown-up thing to be doing. So if someone at work asks you, what were you doing on the weekend? And you said, oh, I went to a concert. And they're like, for what? You can say, oh, it was a live orchestra. No one's going to ask you any more follow-up questions. That's it. That's the end of the conversation. You went to an orchestral concert. You're like, wow, I didn't know you were into that kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, I am, especially when they played Halo. Like Halo themes. Right? So, I don't know. It's hard being among nerds when you don't share the shame history that comes with being a nerd. And I find some people really kind of use it as like too much of their personality, I guess I can say, where, you know, everyone hates me because I am a nerd. And it's just so ingrained. I feel so bad for them. And it's so ingrained in them that they don't know how to function in a space where people don't hate them for what it is that they like. We did this convention one time in a more rural part of our province, and I didn't know how to deal with this. Like, we're trying to sell anime stuff from our store with the shark, from my husband, the manager, not real husband, Mr. Manager T-Shark. He'll come up eventually. But yeah, I was like selling stuff to these kids. They're like teenagers in high school, or most of them high school or younger, and they're coming up to the booth and we have all this anime stuff. And I'm like, hey, yeah, what are you looking for? What do you like? Like, how are you guys doing today? And they're like, oh, I really like, some of them would visit things like 10, 15 times and just like stare at them. And I'm like, you know, if you want it, you know, I'm trying to sell things, right? I'm like, if you want it, you can totally get that. Like, that's purchasable. You can have that if you want it. And they're like, yeah, I would. But if I were to use it, my brother would beat me up. And I'm like, your brother would beat you up? Not just people and also people at school, of course, but it's like if my brother saw this on my backpack, he'd beat the crap out of me. And I'm like, your brother would beat you up for wearing a waifu keychain? What's wrong with your brother? Why does he care so much about your keychains? Ooh, I think I have this one already. Yeah, no. I'm sorry if that's your reality. If people openly dislike you because you have a thing that makes you happy. I don't know. I think they're the ones who are sad. Like, trying to find new reasons to draw lines between each other is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay. I have one more house. I wanted to put it... up here. Because I've got the ones that are inside this map. I don't think I can... I have no idea how I could tell where that is. But maybe... I think the beach is a big hill. But maybe back there? Maybe I could put a house back here? Let's find out. That's where my orchard was. Dang it! I would have to move all those. Okay, hold on. Let's stare at the regular map. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, that's a hill. That's a river and a hill. Can I build houses on the beach? I'm gonna have to pay to move it. That's just a fact of life. But at least if I could put it on the beach, then I don't have to worry about it being in the way. Okay. It's gonna have to be on my beach. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Supernova girl. I think that show's called, not Zoom. My friend would be so disappointed in me right now that I can't remember. I remember them saying Zetus Benitas or something like that. It was an old Family Channel show from the 90s. Dang it. Everything I do is from the 90s. Why? Because I am from the 90s. I will just have to put it here and hope it doesn't get too much in the way. Please let me put it here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just put it here in the corner. Nowhere near anywhere we want it to be, but everywhere else we want it to be is completely in the middle of nowhere and underneath the hill or behind trees or something, you know? We built it. We did it. Yada yada down 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 down. I'm gonna zoom out on my map. That's those 3 house plots. I feel like I should have grinded. I really hope he doesn't sell these. Hang on, I'm gonna check and see if he fills these houses before they're ready. Hang on. It looks like I don't have to worry about it until after I do the campsite. So these shouldn't get sold out from underneath me, which is good. Because I have been dying to go out onto Treasure Island, like islands, use my Nook tickets. But I didn't want to do that in case I came across a villager I wanted and then I had nowhere for them to live. I'd be upset. Okay. I want to go on an adventure into the outside world. But I feel like that should be a different video because this one was about the map. So. All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna wave. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.